That's my girl right there.
Hello, hello, hello. It is another.
Oh, salutations, Earthlings.
Whoo! Welcome, everybody, to Crazy Carla's Concoctions. I'm your boy, the Veep, and the special guest, or host, I should say, of the show, Miss Crazy Carla. How you doing today?
I am doing good. How about yourself?
I am good. I am good. I know you Northerners will laugh at us Florida people using the word cold. So I would choose the word. It was a little cool these past couple of days. So
What's cold in Florida, Troy? What's cold?
well, this morning it was 46,
Yeah, that's cold.
and for Florida people, their blood is about as thick as Kool-Aid. So that was frosty. Yeah,
Wow. Oh, that's not good for the crops, the oranges and the things.
no, not at all. But it's 64 now, so bipolar weather.
Child, it's doing the same thing here, boo wood. Okay. Because it got up to like 60 today, maybe. And it's supposed to be warm the next few days. But in the morning, like when I took Pinky to school, it was like 32 degrees.
Ooh, dang,
Right.
that's a whole definition of brisk. Goodness.
No, thank you. It's yeah. I'm ready for spring and winter to come back. Okay.
I will wait because the heat was atrocious this summer, but it is what it is.
Well, I like heat. How was your week, Troy? How's everything gone? You congratulations, because last week you had the queen on your show and she turned it on. It was wonderful.
Queen Omega is amazing. Shout out, or as they say, big ups to Miguel.
Big ups, Queen Omega.
She's
It was great. Yeah.
amazing, and she's been in the game like over 20 years, and it's only now she's getting her flowers, and I'm like,
But that's what I tell people. They don't know. People, oh, Carla, baby, I've been doing this a long time. It's not like, a lot of people that are in the game, nobody has really just blown up overnight. Most people, it don't work that way.
I'm
And so hats off to her, hats off.
yeah, I'm a firm believer of divine timing because I feel we all have to go through some things, refine our craft, start to really not just be in your lane, but to hone whatever God-given talent you get. Because if you blow up too soon, you might blow out just as quick. So,
And we've seen it happen,
sure have.
So there's that. Well,
So, but yeah, she was amazing, and good old lovely YouTube also blessed me with their presence. But we're not going to give them that acknowledgement.
right. But you did have like 600 people watching at one point. So, man, big ups to you. I think that's amazing.
Well,
Um,
I promoted my butt off for that show because I was like, man, hey,
I catch people on the back. A lot of people watch the replays with my stuff because it's a podcast, but it's cool.
It is.
And hopefully people will chime in tonight. We got somebody good on here tonight. I'm excited.
Well, let's take care of the bills and we can definitely talk about this.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and do our first, as always.
The sweetest slime, Micaiah Mitchell. You see it, you know. She keep me all right, you know. Keep a girl all right. And look, don't look at it today. Don't look at it today. But, okay. She keeps me lovely. She keeps me healthy. She's a natural hair guru, okay? And you know she can color, cut, lock, perm. I mean, she do perms too. I mean, she do it all. She's a stylist. She does my makeup when I need it done, you know, the thing. So she's amazing. People stop me at least 3 times a week and say, who does your hair? Micaiah Mitchell, the sweetest life. So if you too want to get your head blessed by the best, you can reach her at 336-734-3307. You can reach her on IG at The Sweetest Slime. She's also on Facebook under Micaiah Mitchell. She's on Snapchat and she's on TikTok. So there's no reason, you know. And when you do go see her, the most important thing is to tell her Carla sent you. Okay. Also, we have intuitive readings by Myra, and it's just that, an intuitive reading by Myra. Okay. And she's amazing. She's one of my favorite guests that I've had on here. Her energy is everything. So if you really want to get a reading done, and have her tell you some things about yourself and have you sitting up in the middle of the night looking at the ceiling like, damn, Carla. Okay, so her phone number is 336-480-1653. You could book her online at intuitivereadingsbymyra.com because you could do in person as well as online. She does people all over the country. So you too could be one of Myra's people. I promise you won't regret it. And the most important thing is when you book with her, tell her Carla sent you. Okay. All right. Thank you.
So before we bring your guest in, tell us a little bit about your guest.
So my guest, y'all, is a fellow comic, and he is doing the damn thing. You hear me? He is doing it. And every time I turn around, I see this young man. He's like, I mean, he's performing, he's grinding, he's hungry, and I love it. He's hilarious. He's also in the movie Couch Party with me. He's an actor, he's a comedian. He seems to be an all-around guy, because I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I only know Jaquil through cyberspace and the fact that we were in the same movie. So that's when he came on my radar. So now I see him. So y'all are going to see him too. How about that? So without further delay, we have the Jaquil McLaren. Am I saying your name right?
You said it right.
McLaren, like you're from down in Jamaica somewhere.
You said it right. How everybody doing?
Welcome. Thank you, Jaquil, for coming on my show.
My pleasure.
Yes.
I'll see y'all in a little bit.
Okay.
DJ Troy.
So it's just us, DJ Troy. He always give us a show before the show. People don't know.
Yeah.
So how you doing?
I'm all is well. Won't complain. Hope you great.
You know what? I can't complain.
That's
like my
good.
grandma used to say, all my teeth in my mouth. You know, I woke up in my right mind. I guess I'm all right.
It won't do no good to complain.
You know, Jaquil. So I'm just so excited to have somebody on here that I don't really know like that. That's exciting for me. So I'm like learning you as the rest of Cyberland learns about you today. You know, I'm sure you have your people watching. And people, feel free to chime in. People usually are on here commenting by now, jumping in the chat. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know if people don't know we own or what, but they'll be on. So keep your eyes on the screen because people might ask you questions during the show. I'm not the only one to ask you questions. This will be on the replay. This is all across, not just the United States, but the world. We have viewers everywhere. So the first thing I'm going to ask you, Jaquil, is where you're from and where you're at.
Well, I'm originally from King Street, South Carolina. Um, so I'm a South Carolina guy.
So where is that? What's that close to? What big city is that close to?
Florence,
Oh,
Sumter. It's close, probably like an hour and a half from Myrtle Beach. So it's in the low country of South Carolina. So that's where I'm from, King Street, South Carolina. Raised in Hemaway. That's probably like 15 minutes from King Street.
so that's
So
why
I
you
was,
sound geeky. You sound
yeah, yeah,
geeky.
yeah, yeah. I'm
Okay, I love it.
South Carolina. So yeah, but currently right now I reside in Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
So you in Detroit too? Okay, so you
Yeah,
in Winston.
Trey Foe. Yeah,
Gee, get you
yeah,
in my city, and I did not know about you, but you know that just goes to show Winston has lots of talent here that people don't know about. You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely. So yeah, I've been here now for about almost 10 years. Yeah.
So did you go to college here? Like, what brought you to
Every,
Winston
e-
Salem?
everything. I did all my education with school and everything in South Carolina. Um, After high school, I came up to North Carolina to help look after, take care of my mom. So I came up here for that, and so when I came up here to take care of my mom, I just after high school, I've been here since then.
So your mommy lived up here, and you came up
Yes,
here to help take care of your mommy.
yes,
How
yes.
is mommy? Is she still with us?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Listen, I had to ask because you know you never know. I mean, I
Mhm.
don't know. Hey, hi, Jamila.
Yeah. She have epilepsy seizures, so that's why I came up
Oh,
here to help watch after her. So that's what brought me to Detroit, folks.
my mother had epilepsy all her life. True story. And she used to have grand mal seizures. So when I was first born, my grandparents had to watch me for like a year because my mother would have, she didn't have like seizures. She had staring seizures. So like she would just totally zone out. And
See,
so
yeah.
having a newborn, that was kind of dangerous.
Hmm.
And to this day, we don't know how it happened, but my mom one day pastor prayed over her and her epilepsy went away.
Wow, that's a blessing right there.
Isn't it crazy? But I
Yeah,
mean, I can tell you some stories about my mom's miraculous healings and things. But yeah, so dealing with epilepsy, I've had friends with epilepsy. That's major. And
yeah.
so shout out to you for taking care of your mommy.
Thank you.
You
I
know,
appreciate that
that's
so much.
wonderful. Oh, that
Absolutely.
means you got a kind heart. Good,
Yeah, yeah,
good.
that's right. Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
wonderful. So what do you do in real time? Or are you just a full-time comedian? Like, are you like most of us, like I have a 9 to 5, but I do the comedy, I do the acting, I do the things. What do you do besides comedy? Or is just comedy just it for you? Comedy and acting. Is that what you do?
Uh, well, I was in school, and when I say I'm still in school, but it's on a pause right now, and that's my fault. Because I was doing the comedy so much, but I'm in school for funeral service. So once I finish that, all my courses and my classes, I have a license to be a funeral director.
You a
So
mortician?
yeah, so that's what I was doing. I had jobs here and there, but I always worked at a funeral home. When I lived in South Carolina, when I was in high school, I worked at a funeral home. When I came up here, I worked at Hooper's, Russell's, Hayworth Miller. So I did it almost at every funeral home around. So that's how a lot of the funeral homes in the area know me. So um, when I got into my comedy and then stuff started picking up, I used to use a lot of my funeral home life lessons or stuff I seen at the funeral home. I use it on stage at my comedy. So since the comedy been going good and shows were picking up a lot, then I was kind of doing the comedy more, and I was I still make my money when I'm at home as well. So yeah, I work and I do my comedy full time. So
So that you know what? I am so interested in people who be around dead people a lot. Hi, Queen Mother. How are you?
Yeah.
So I have you. Well, if you're from Winston, I know Maurice Brown. I think he used to be at. I went to high school with him, but he's at Russell's. I saw him at Russell's. I was like, "Hey, you don't work at your funeral anymore?" He was like, "Yeah." And Myra, who's one of the sponsors on the
And who?
show, she's a Doubted.
Okay.
So
Oh, I
I
thought
know
you was
the
talking about
Doubteds,
my.
the Russells. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
Yeah.
darling, thank you. Listen, and we have another comedian on here. So yeah,
Okay.
I bet you get all kinds of information dealing with dead people and they living people, because
Yeah. Yeah.
funerals can be comical sometimes, right?
Absolutely. Very. Especially with working at, because I had the best of both worlds with the black funeral home, and I actually worked at two white funeral
Hayward.
homes. I
Oh
worked at
God.
Hayworth and Winston-Salem. Then I also worked at Cox Needham in Pilot Mountain, and they loved me both funeral homes. With the white funeral homes, they didn't want me to leave, but I tell you, working with the white funeral homes and going to the white funerals, it always something. I know you're not supposed to be laughing, but it was always something funny that was going on. But I tell you one thing, I'll go to a white funeral any day before a black funeral, because if that funeral started at 11 o'clock, I could guarantee you by 11:45 you out.
Oh yeah. Ain't no lollygagging. Yeah,
Yeah, the people
that's
say
for
what they
sure.
gonna say and they out of there.
Yeah, yeah. Ain't gonna be no carrying on for no three. Ain't gonna be no Mr. Brown up there
Nah,
talking about
nah,
nothing for 5 hours.
uh-uh,
No, it ain't gonna happen.
uh-uh. No sir. They once they talk, get you a bologna sandwich and a Pepsi. That's one thing. They don't cook like us black folks. They ain't gonna throw down. They gonna have like some bologna sandwich, some crackers, Pepsi, and we out of there.
To kill.
Absolutely. I've seen it. I'm telling you, that's their menu for most of their funerals. I'm telling you, crackers and bologna sandwich
And the cucumber sandwiches with the mayonnaise, with the
in a
stuff,
zip
the cream
in a ziploc
cheese.
in a Ziploc bag.
And it's something how different we are culturally when it comes to like death and birth and
Mhm.
death. Like I went to a Hispanic funeral or two, and it's totally different too. And it's like, oh, that's so different, you
Absolutely, yeah.
know. But they
All the
carry on
cultures
like
different.
us. They carry on like us.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah,
We
it's
get down.
wild.
We get down. So other than that, I like it. I like working with the white folks and everything. They much easier and everything. But us black folks, we go cut up and everything.
Jakia, I can't. Jakia, what you drinking? Wait a minute, cause I need to drink my drink after you just told me that you be touching dead people, baby. I just, baby.
A lot. I don't, and I'm only 26, and I did this since I was like middle school and high school.
You my children's age. You a baby.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
but that's
yeah.
so good, Jakia. I mean, cause to be honest, people gonna always be born and people gonna always die, right? So that's a lucrative field. I have a friend. He's also like you. He's in mortician school, but he picks them up and delivers them
Okay,
in Baltimore.
transport. He do
Yeah,
transport.
he's a transport guy, but he's in school too. So like he's learning how to embalm and do all the. Shout out Marcel. I know when he watches Marty, the one man party, he gonna be like, "Girl, you out there talking about?" But yeah, he one of my oldest guy friends is a mortician in Baltimore,
Oh
and
wow.
it's wild. Okay,
Yeah.
so I have heard the stories.
Oh yeah. Seen some of the wildest things. So I don't even have my time where I even had to spend the night at the funeral home because we've been so busy with calls and everything. So I said this when I was working in Pilot Mountain at the funeral home. I said, man, instead of me going back to Winston, then how these calls coming in, and I gotta keep coming back from Pilot Mountain to Winston. I said I'm gonna just spend the night. And we had a room at the bottom of the funeral home just for that. They had like 4 beds because the funeral home big and the staff big. So when we rotate, they have all the rooms at the bottom. We got 4 beds. We got an
No,
Xbox.
no.
X
What?
Xbox. Man, they leave us a cooler with some because they for the employees. We got beer in the freezer, man. you'll think you're at home. If you're in thinking about the front home at the bottom part, it look like a regular apartment.
Did you see what Javetta said about us? Troy, what she say? She said we be having concerts, cry sessions, trying to jump in the cat. Listen, it's too much. And then you done told me it's an apartment down there.
Yeah, it's like an apartment. I'm telling you, man. We playing no Xbox, drinking. Then when the call come, we put on our little suit, put our towel, go pick them up, get back to the front room, take our suit off, and get back to play what we play. But making money, you can't beat that. When no calls come through, we getting paid big bucks just from every call. So sometimes we was like, man, keep these calls coming in.
Lord Jesus, I done learned something today.
Yeah.
Now, Jakia, what's your zodiac sign? I always ask everybody.
I'm a Cancer, July 4th.
Are you?
July 4th, 97.
Oh, Lord, you emotional child.
Yeah, but yeah, I say somewhat, but not really.
I ain't never met a Cancer man who ain't emotional.
Yeah,
You something else. I can already tell Jakia, you is something else, Lord. Now, one of my best friend and my cousin Jackie are born on July 4th. I like Cancer people. I have several close friends that are Cancers.
Okay.
Y'all good people, yeah. But the men, y'all something else. Y'all.
I hear that a lot.
Yeah.
I hear we something else.
But y'all a water sign, so I mean, there's pros and cons with everything, right? But
yeah.
Cancer men are kind of whiny. Not you. I'm not saying you. I don't know.
No, not me.
Okay.
I'm very chill.
Yeah, y'all be chill till y'all ain't chill. Oh, I'm gonna get off of that. Okay, now listen. So well, that's good. So at least you always have something. You know how your grandma said to fall back on.
Yeah.
You know, you always have something to fall back on.
Absolutely.
One thing people ain't gonna stop doing is being born and dying. Right? So that's good. Being a nurse and being a mortician is two things, you know, or a person who watches kids. Like people are always be having kids. So it's gonna always be a need for that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like certain things we gonna need. Like a garbage man. We need a garbage man.
Yep.
So well that's wonderful. So
I don't see sometimes even like working at that place, I don't see the director beg. Sometimes when we used to be slow, we ain't had no call coming in for days, leading up to a week. He was like, come on, God, we need somebody, take somebody on home. I'm telling you, I done behind the scenes, I've seen it all. I done seen it all.
I can only imagine. So how long have you been doing comedy?
2 days. In 2 days, December the 9th will make it 2 years. It ain't even been 2 years yet. So in 2 days, it will make it 2 years.
Jakia, that's amazing. So who turned you on to comedy? How did you get started?
Originally, since I was small, my family, friends, when I went to school, everybody told me, man, you funny. So I always been the class clown, always been the comedian in the family. So as I got older, I kept always making people laugh. People would call me as a kid, tell me a good one. I need a good laugh. So I make people laugh. So when I came out of high school, well, while I was still in middle school and high school, I sung professionally. I traveled singing as a gospel singer. So I actually did gospel up until about 2 years ago. So I did that.
So you a church boy?
Yeah.
You do clean comedy or you do just comedy?
I do it all.
You do all of it like me, yeah.
The church
you do whatever they pay you to do, right? Yeah.
When the church folks hear people cursing in these comments, they be like, they be tuned in though. But yeah, I did the gospel singing for a while, and then after about doing that for about 9 years as well, I said, you know what, I'm still young. People tell me all the time I'm funny, so I said, let me try this comedy. So December the 9th, 2021, I went to Charlotte. I forgot the place name, but I did an open mic in Charlotte.
Okay.
Then on December the 10th, I went to Comedy Works in Raleigh. I did another open mic. Charlotte went bad, but the second night went good. So I was like, first night, nobody laughed at nothing.
You had the bug. You got bit. You got bit.
Second night went good. So I said, you know what? It's all right. Then I kept, I just stick to it. Kept doing it. So ever since December the 9th of 2021 up until now, I was on the grind.
Well, happy comedyversary to you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That's amazing.
So
you know
much.
what? I don't remember the exact date. I just know it was cold.
Wow.
If
So
that makes any sense, I know it was cold, and I know the time frame because I was still married.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like 15 years ago, maybe. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been doing it a long time. But yeah, you always remember your first time doing comedy. And I always say the people who bomb the first time end up being the greats, I think. But I mean, I'm a great. I didn't bomb my first time. I actually won the whole comedy competition first time I ever did comedy.
Oh, wow.
But I've seen people bomb and they be great comedians. You know what I mean? So there's nothing, because I like the fact that with comedy or with anything, with acting, with whatever you want to do out here in the arts world, you could literally one day just wake up and say, hey, I'm an actress. Hey, I'm a poet today. Hey, I'm going to be a painter. Hell, I don't know. I might do something new, within the next year. I just feel like I could be anything I want to be, right. And I still got new things that I'm going to do before I leave this world, So right. I'm trying to think of like, what can I do to utilize the gifts that I already have, comedy, acting, poetry, like, how do I intertwine those things? And, I can sing if need be.
Okay.
I can sing if I have to. That's what I say.
Okay.
I can carry a tune. I ain't sing.
So
did you sing quartet?
Yeah, quartet.
Because you from the country. You look like you sing quartet.
Yeah, quartet. Absolutely.
What you sing, tenor? Or you baritone or bass? What you sing?
I sung all parts, to be honest. I could have sang any part, to be honest with you. So
that's amazing.
Yeah, I sung with 3 professional quartet groups. I won some accolades. We had a chance to work with Rance Allen, Leandra Johnson,
I love her.
John P. Key, Shirley Caesar, Todd Delaney. Yeah, a lot of those big artists travel a lot of these states across the world. So that's how when I transitioned into comedy, I won't say everybody, but I already know a lot of people in certain cities or states, because over the 9 years that I sung gospel, traveling in all these states. So traveling, I was being
now sit back, because all I see is your mouth. Now that might be exciting to women out there in Cyberland, but I won't see your face.
Okay. Yeah, I can see you now. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all.
That is amazing. I think that's great. Oh, my knee hurting, y'all. Oh, look. Oh, it must be getting ready to rain. Look, I'm aching.
Yeah, aching.
You ain't see it just like, Chad, everything gonna be hurt. You gonna be like, golly, for what? But
yeah, it be like that now. Shoot, everything be aching.
Were you raised by like older people?
No, I was raised by my mom and my dad. I've been around a lot of older folks growing up.
They're just singing quartet music. You had to be.
Yeah. But it was a lot of young folks involved too. So.
And quartet music. So, but that's good to know. They having something in my old church. Well, not my old church, because I still call it my church. Tomorrow, because they having like that quartet thing Have you heard they having that big quartet prayer band thing? It's gonna be, I think, I don't know where it's at. It's somewhere here in Winston. So my church is gonna be there because I saw the emails and stuff, and I was like, "Ooh, I wouldn't mind going." Because I used to sing with the prayer band in my church. You know, the old people that don't sing with no music. I love that. I was the youngest one on there.
Oh wow, that's the old.
So yeah. Okay, so look, we halfway. Look, so what that means is, oh wow, I'm learning a lot. Jaquil, the comedian, that's a mortician.
Yeah, I done it all. That's why when a lot of people go through my social media and they hit me up, they say, "Man, when we go through your pictures, man, we see you done a lot." They say we work at like from either doing comedy or the funeral home or either singing. Man, I done did a little of everything. And when I say
you
everything,
still young, you still got so much more that's wonderful.
Yeah.
So we halfway. So what we do is we do the artist of the week, and then we come back and then I talk to you some more. Is that all right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Hey, Troy.
Hello. Good stuff. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Blast Artist Spotlight. And today we have our boy Hakeem Romance. And this song is called Senorita. Let's check it out.
This is for my model ties with a Coke bottle. Into my full figures, I push up on your full throttle. Yeah, baby, stop playing on me. You can get all the work, I even put in OT. I'm on go mode, thought I'd let you know this a land of romance. You super classy, but when you vibing with me, we getting nasty. Yeah, never trashy. I'ma dive in it, look at this, slide in it, yeah. That's what I like, only for the night side. I'ma need you a few more times. Had to keep it real, you know the drill. Now bring that ass here. Yeah. Girl, we got all night, quit playing. Let's do what we came to do. Cause you know what I need from you. Oh baby, and girl, mamacita, señorita, let me freak ya. From the club to the crib, I'ma show you what it is. I've done one. My drip up on the mill, tell your mama chill. She out and ready and steady, might just get to it. I'ma have to tell her, give me 6 feet. She acting big, check the swag all up on me. Ay, Miss Jackson, what you want? Be aware, I'ma show you I'm full grown. I know you here for a good time, not a long time. But listen, can we make it both? You got what I need, I got what you want. Understand what the vibe is. You looking like you ready to go. You ain't got dressed up to the night. So dangerous, you out of line.
Look, ma'am, you knew exactly what you were doing when you put that on.
Girl, we got all night, quit playing. Let's do what we came to do. Ay, cause you know what I need from you. Oh baby, and girl, mamacita, señorita, let me break ya. From the club to the crib, I'ma show you what it is. I've done one. You got my undivided attention, so is any lady. I saw you from across the room and I was just wondering, maybe if you'd like to take a tour of the crib. You can bring your friend too. Hey, listen, I'd like to show you things. I can have you pulling up in the Benz or a photo range, cause I can show you the world. Take my hand, let's explore. We got all night, quit playing. Let's do what we came to do. Hey, cause you know what I need from you. Oh baby, and girl, mamacita, señorita, let me break ya. From the club to the crib, I'ma show you what it is. I've done one.
And that was Hakeem Romance with Senorita. And if you are an independent artist, spoken word poet, or even up-and-coming comedian looking for some exposure, you can go to blastmusic247.com and register for free. But also, Blast needs the fans. So if you love great music that's independent, you can go to blastmusic247.com, register as a friend, and have access to hundreds and hundreds of music. Blast, changing the industry one artist at a time. Back to you, Miss Carla.
Thank you, Troy. He's so professional, ain't it? Ain't he so professional? What's up, Shad? There go my son, Sunshine. So we learned that you are a comedian, actor, mortician. Wow, you got any kids, Jaquil?
Yes, I got 2 kids.
Do you?
Yeah.
And how old are your babies?
Yeah. I have a boy and a girl, both of them 6.
Oh, that was a busy year for you that year.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know some people that feel like, say, they twins. You didn't say they was twins, so I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, because I just get ready to say, how did you know that? Because I didn't mention they was twins.
Because you didn't say twins.
Yeah.
See, I be knowing these things. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, well, listen, that's all right. That's all right. And it's good that they see their daddy out here grinding and doing the things. So who did you recently... You opened up for somebody recently, didn't you?
Yes.
And who was that?
Cedric the Entertainer.
That is amazing.
Yes. Yes.
So how was that, Jaquil? Like, did you get to talk to him? Did he get to give you some words of advice or wisdom, or like, and how did that even come about? Like, how do you end up opening up for Cedric the Entertainer?
They was at the Greensboro Coliseum about a month and a half ago. Mike Epps, Cedric the Entertainer, D.L. Hughley, and DC Young Fly. So I actually opened up that show at the Coliseum. I believe it or not, I see the flyer. I called the Coliseum. Coliseum gave me the number of the promoter. I spoke with the promoter. The promoter told me, no, I can't come on. I can't do that. I can't be on the show. Because I asked him, can I open up? He's like, nah, we can't do that. He asked me, what's my name. I told him. So he was like, I see you work with a few comedians like Bubba Dub and Curran Claiborne. So he was like, give me a minute. I don't know. He said, let me think on it. So 2 hours then went by, 3 hours went by. And that was the same day of the show. So I said, man, this guy ain't gonna let me open up. So I'll say about 2 hours before the show, 5 o'clock, he called me that evening. And he said, man, he said, where do you live at? I said, man, I live in Winston-Salem. I can get Greensboro. He said, if you could get here an hour before the show, I'll put you on stage, see what you could do. Got to Greensboro, got to the Coliseum. They gave me my backstage pass. Told me to go to the dressing room. I went in the dressing room, got my mind together. About 20 minutes went by. They called me to the stage, and when they called me to the stage, it was a surreal moment for me. I did my 5 minutes, had a standing ovation, and it was loud. And that's when the promoter, he came and raised my hand up like this, and he pointed at me. And he was like, North Carolina on. And everybody still was clapping. And soon I got backstage, Mike Epps shook my hand, DC Youngfly shook my hand, Cedric Entertainer and D.L. Hughley. And I told all of them that I watched them. And that's when Cedric called me to the side. Cedric was like, young man, keep doing your thing. I like how your chemistry on stage. He said, I see you could sing. Because I did a little singing throughout that set as well. He said, man, you talented. He said, you the next Jamie Foxx. So he started laughing. That's when he was like, I'm going to give you my number. Take my number. He said, I'm coming back in a few weeks to Charlotte. He said, I want to work with you. Gave me his number, and he called. He called right before the Charlotte. He called a week before the Charlotte show. And he added me onto that show. So, I appreciate Mr. Cedric the Entertainer. I'm going to shoot this clip to him and his team so they can watch it. But I appreciate them, and yeah, he gave me some more opportunities to work with him next year in 2024. So yeah, that was just a relationship that I just built from that. So
And you only been doing this for 2 years.
not even 2 years yet.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So
Shaquille, that is amazing.
yeah, I appreciate that. So yeah, I just thank God because that's a big blessing. Then that's one of the OG, one of the original kings of comedy. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I remember making my first video in the restroom and saying I wanted to do comedy, and now just be able to work with Cedric, just to talk with him and work with him some more in the future it's still so real to me.
Shaquille, that's amazing. Let's show a clip, Troy. You sent a clip, right?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All the PPP loan. I hope I don't go to jail because they ain't buy me yet. I gotta tell y'all, I'm sorry, Carla, but I used the PPP loan and I got away with it. Yeah, you know where I'm at if you don't see me. Got me another job. After that, I couldn't work in the funeral home no more. I took the company credit card and I took advantage of it. Got me a job working at a pest control company. You know, some of y'all got more rats and roaches in y'all house too. All that y'all ain't got it. Yeah, I ain't gonna get no laughs on that. But some of y'all roaches respectful though. I gotta be honest with you. Some of them won't come out when you got family on your friends there. Some of them disrespect, and they don't care if you got family or friends that they coming out across the TV, on the counter, across the cabinet. They're letting everybody know your house is nasty. But
you know what? I ain't get to hear the clip, but that clip that y'all just watched, that was my third comedy show. I was so nervous about that show. That was last year. I think that was like in January or February, because it was right after that open mic. But that was my very first paid gig right there. Well, that was actually a clean show at a church. A church had booked me, and that was my third show. So I was skeptical about that show, but they loved me, and that was my first time doing 35 minutes on my third show, and I wasn't even doing comedy 2 months yet. So since then, I just was grinding. So yeah,
I am just like blown away right now. Like, I always tell people that life is what you make it, right?
absolutely.
So, Jaquil, you probably worrisome as hell. You just worry the people till you be like, put me on show, put me on show, put me on show, put me on show. And that's how you get it. Like, that's how you did it, Jaquil.
Look, let me tell you something. I promise you, I did that, and like I said, something good came out of it. I went to the Stephen Tangle Center in Greensboro as well. I'll say about 2 months ago, right before that comedy show right there, Ja Rule and Ashanti was at the Stephen Tangle Center. And while everybody was leaving the show, instead of me going out to my car as well, I walked to the back door, and the security all of them was waiting they stopped me and said, "Where you going?" And I said, "I need to talk to Ja Rule and let him know about me," because he made an announcement during his show that he was looking for singers, comedians, all that to work with on his new label. He bringing Comedy Jam up, and he starting that. So he was like, "If y'all here, shoot me y'all information on my social media." But I said, Ja Rule is busy. I said, while I'm here, I'm gonna talk to him. I was determined. I said, I'm gonna talk to him while I'm here. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I said, but I'm gonna talk to him. Make a long story short, me and security, we was arguing a little bit, and I knew I was wrong for trying to get back there. But he was coming out the dressing room, and his team, they kind of heard the commotion. So he heard what was going on. He said, "Let that boy back there." He said, "Let him back here with me." Security, they had to drop everything. So they opened the gate, let me in the back of the Stephen Tangle Center. He didn't know me. I don't know him. Man, I walked back there, and I'm talking to him. And while I'm talking to him, telling him who I am, what I do, show him some clips. Ja Rule, it was just like Cedric. He said, man, before you go, he said, put my number in your phone. So I said, man, he just talking. He said, matter of fact, he's calling me right now so I can have your number. I called him right there. Ever since then, I've been in touch with Ja Rule. I talk to him every now and then. And he's another one. Say he's gonna be working with me next year. So sometimes I don't like talking too fast, but I just say that to say, man, when you make yourself known and do the networking, besides the videos and the stuff I do on the internet, I network like crazy. I make sure people know who I am, and it's like, man, I don't know. I just kind of everything.
You got to be your own spokesperson.
Yeah. It works for me.
This week I throw my cards out in a minute. I'll be like, bam! I'm a career. I'm an actress.
Yeah. I'm saying that's how you got to do it. You gotta tell them about you. Some people be like, boy, you crazy. I be like, y'all see what this craziness get me, right?
Heck yeah.
Keep on. Call it what you want to call it.
Yeah. That's good. That is so good.
Yeah, so
I love it. You got to be a hustler. I mean, if you really gonna make it in anything, you got to be willing to do the uncomfortable stuff. You gotta make your presence known, and sometimes, I don't know, I like being the quiet storm sometimes because, in real life, I'm like, well, I'll be chilling. It depends on if you know me.
Mm-hmm.
But I like to come in and people be like, oh, where she come from? Right here. I've been right here.
Right.
So I think it's wonderful. So with you doing Couch Party, are you interested in doing more acting? Or have you had any more acting roles? I mean, what's next on the horizon for Jaquil McClary, the comedian?
Okay, far as with the acting part, I see I had, some movie credits and stuff. Far as with that movie Couch Party, I said I wanted to do another one. So I had no more opportunities. Nobody had to hit me with no more opportunities to be in the movie. So what I did, I took it upon myself because I know how to act, and I got some colleagues who actually does this. Well, they does directing, and I got some other colleagues who actually film and they record movies and music videos for people. So they was so persistent and hitting me up and want to work with me so bad, just want to do stuff. So people around me, so they want to work with me. I said, let me come up with my own movie. So literally, I spill the beans right now. That's what I'm working on right now. I'm putting out my first movie. It's gonna be an hour long, and it's gonna be out soon. I say that much. It's gonna be out soon.
Jaquil, you is.
I'm trying to be seen from the screen to the comedy shows, the internet with skits. I try to take advantage of everything I can. Stay visible.
That's right.
Just staying visible.
That's right, young man. I love it. I absolutely love it. You're hungry. And I love to see a hungry artist out here getting it, out the mud. I mean, look how much you have accomplished in such a short period of time. I remember what that was like when you first starting out and you just don't know what you're doing. And you know what? Now, let me tell you something. You don't never have to perform for free now because you can always say, hey, I open up for Cedric the Entertainer. Y'all go pay me. Because, people love to try to make you do they want to, for exposure. Exposure, hell. Mm-hmm. I open up for Cedric the Entertainer. Okay, no.
You speaking some good stuff because I promise you, and I promise you, I promise I'm not even bragging when I say this. But certain stuff, I was still doing, for free and everything.
You can do free sometimes, but only when the spirit really leads you is what I'm saying.
Yeah. I was still like doing stuff, for free sometimes. But most of the time I was getting paid, but I still was, like I say, doing free shows. But since that Cedric thing, that's how I know it's just God. I had some white people and I had some black folks hit me up asking who they need to contact to book me for a show, and they telling me what they budget is, and they was hitting me up with prices that I wasn't even hitting people with yet. I was still trying to wait till I build up, but it was, can you do this show for this certain amount of money? I'm
Yeah,
like, hell
yeah,
yeah, I could do it.
yeah,
Give me the contract right now. Let's do it.
yeah.
So,
Mhm.
I just kind of like to say, oh God, because he the one helped me. Well, he the one that got me doing this, and so I just thank him for blessing me with the talent that he
Well,
gave.
thank you, God. Thank you.
Yes,
Another one.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
Jakia, you're gonna be another one of my little babies out here in the comedy world. So I tell him, look, but he out here doing big things. Hell, he doing better than
Nah, we ain't doing this together.
me, y'all. Yes.
Ain't no little you, little me, big you. Now it's together.
It's wonderful. And I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy that you just jumped out there and people don't know moving in faith is not always easy, but it's something you have to do if you want to change the trajectory of your life and do something different. And it's all about moving in faith, like, and especially if you believe in God. If you even, I be telling people when they be saying they Christians and they don't believe, because I mean, these last few weeks, I ain't gonna lie, I've been going through this little weird uh how do you say it? I don't like negative self-talk.
Right.
And I think it's somebody else spirit was on me or something. I don't know. But baby, I'm back. I was like, man, I gotta get myself together because this ain't me. I'm all about encouragement and positivity and love and light. I'm about manifesting the things that I need for me, and so just like you, man, you got out here and you was like, I'm gonna be a comedian. Boom, and you took off. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
You can't say you are a Christian or whomever you believe in and don't have faith if it's just face value. Like
Faith
having
without
faith
works
is
is
doing
dead.
stuff where you don't know what's gonna happen, right? And you're gonna do it anyway, right? So
Faith
I
without
think a
works
lot
is
of
dead.
artists move that way, and I commend you
I appreciate that.
for doing that. That is amazing.
Yeah, I tell a lot of my fellow comedians. I step because a lot of them ask me all the time, say, how do you work with that person, or how you did that person? I told them, man, I ain't doing nothing. I ain't did nothing no better than you. I step out here on faith. Like, people might hear me curse, do whatever in my videos, but I was raised in the church, and I tell a lot of them, faith without works is dead. If you ain't got faith, or if you don't, if you don't believe in yourself, or you ain't no validation from other folks, you'll never.
You'll be waiting forever
You'll be waiting
until
forever.
they put you in the box, huh?
Yeah, you'll be
Okay.
waiting. You'll be waiting for. I don't care what nobody say. I just sit back, do what I need to do, let them watch me, and keep out here grinding.
I love it. So what's your mama say about all this and your daddy?
When I first started, my dad was like, "Hey, what you doing? But you want to do some comedy?" I said, "Man, Dad, I say, I promise you. I say, if you sit back and I'm gonna show him this as well, because I know he remember this. I say, but if you sit back, let me do it. I say, you might see some stuff, and it's probably like my first month doing comedy as well. When he first heard I was doing it, I say, you might see me say some stuff. I mean, you might see me do some stuff, or you might hear me say some stuff. I say, but you know how I was raised at the end of the day. You know how I am. I say, just for entertainment. I say, but watch. Just let me do me. I say, and watch. I'm gonna take care of the family whenever I say my time come. I say, I promise you, I'm gonna work with some of the biggest names. I say, well, just give me time, Dad. I said, just let me. He said, okay, son. And it was crazy because it was like deja vu moment. Man, once, especially when I worked with Cedric Entertainer twice, my dad was like, son, you said it.
You manifested it. Yes.
You said it. So, I mean, I still can't. I still have my days when I just be sitting in the house and it's something will pop up on TV. I'll see a commercial. Like I seen a commercial with Cedric the Entertainer the other day on TV. And I was sitting here while I was at the table eating. I was saying, wow, I talked to this same man, and I actually worked with him and go. I, I don't know, because it sounds like brag if I keep talking about it, but it
No,
just
it's amazing.
yeah.
So you got any more clips for us to watch or pictures or?
Yeah, he should. He Mr.
Roll something else, Troy. Because I'm just inspired now. Listen, this young man that jumped out here and just doing what he doing. That's amazing.
I appreciate that. Really, I do.
Yeah. Is that Kevin?
Huh?
Is that Kevin?
Yeah.
Look, little Harry, you know me and him, he been one of my oldest friends.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's what it was.
Oh my goodness. Shout out to Kevin Hayes. He is the ultimate Michael Jackson impersonator.
Yeah.
And you know he's been around the world doing Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when we were in high school, he said he was gonna be a hammer dancer. We was like, I mean, he can dance. We was like, yeah. Next thing we know, he on tour with MC Hammer.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm telling you. It's about saying what you want to do and doing it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You
Faith.
gotta do it. That's amazing.
Yeah, faith. Absolutely. Yeah, so that's a cool friend of mine as well. I told him, I say, we did a couple of skits together. So when I told him, I said, man, I called him a week before that show. I said, man, I'm gonna be in Charlotte. I said, you know what?
Yeah.
And it was right around Halloween time as well. I said, man, let's do something for the people. I say, man, come to the show. I say, man, I'm gonna get you in. He said, man, come to the show and do what? I said, man, wear your Thriller uniform. And this put a show on for the people. So when it was close to me being finished, I had the people to turn off the lights. So I already told the Comedy Zone what to do. So I made an announcement. I said, I'm done, y'all, now. And they turned the lights off. So people looking like, all right, what's going on? He said, he's done. And they done went dark. So the time it done went dark, the people can't see nothing. He came from behind the stage. And he was standing on stage with me, Kevin, Mike, in the Michael Jackson. So
Yeah.
I told the Comedy Zone, I said, man, turn these lights on, man. So Tiny turned the lights on. The music started playing. Da, 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 da. And the people started going crazy. And when they started going crazy, we did that set. And we finished. He went off stage and I gave people my social media and all that. And killed the show. And just from the opportunity that night, in January, I think in January the 15th, I got to look at my book, but I had the date posted. Just from that night, Comedy Zone in Charlotte done gave me my own night, the headline. So, yeah, I'll be going back to the Comedy Zone. So, yeah, it's some blessings, some big stuff happening in 2024.
Shaquille.
Yes, ma'am.
I am so glad you came on my little show and blessed me tonight.
Nah,
I'm excited.
When you asked me, I said, you know what? I'm doing it. You know, it wasn't even nothing else to think about. I said, first I had to make sure I ain't had nothing, but that was tomorrow night I got a show. But I was like, if that show was tonight, I said, if the promoter just was gonna have to wait till I do this, then I'll do it. But God.
Oh, thank you, Jaquil. I appreciate that.
I'm grateful for the opportunity to come on.
I am just so, well, I could say I had you on my show before you became a worldwide name,
Man,
and people are
I'm
gonna know
hoping.
who you are.
I'm glad to be on here again. I thank you for the opportunity of reaching out and bringing little old me on your show. So that means a lot.
Well, tell the people how they can book you and find you, your social medias, the things. Go ahead.
Oh, to anyone who want to reach out, book me for any engagement, or if you want to follow me on social media, you could do so at Jakeel McClary. That's JakeelMcClary on Facebook and Instagram. And my phone number is 743-207-9309. And my manager number, I don't have it by heart, but if you was to reach out to me, I can get you his number.
Okay.
Right. Yes, but that's how y'all
You
can.
could have gave it to Troy earlier and we would have read a banner, but I didn't even think about that.
And that's my fault. I wasn't even thinking, but yeah,
Well,
it's
Jakeel, wow. Hey, don't, when we go off stage, stick around for a second, okay? Just hang
okay.
out. Listen, y'all, for those of y'all who didn't know, this is Jakeel McClary. And he's representing the Carolinas. He's from South Carolina. He's living here in North Carolina, and he's doing it big. And you saw him here.
Absolutely, no other place
And
to be.
y'all keep him in your prayers.
Absolutely.
Pray for him that he just continues to shine and evolve even higher. So until next week, y'all, I thank y'all so much for tuning in. Next week's guest, I'm not gonna tell y'all yet. I know who my guest is in 2 weeks, but I don't know who my guest is next week yet. It's up in the air, but please tune in next week to Crazy Carla's Concoctions, y'all. My Yingling got me through the night. Look, I put beer in a wine glass because I can do that. Because I want to be. I was eating chicken wings, so I want a beer.
Yeah,
So I thank you, Jakeel, once again,
absolutely.
and everybody. Thank you for tuning in,
Thank
and we'll
y'all.
see you next week. See you next time.
That's my girl right there.